All right, it is September 19th, the beginning of my workout week. Today I'm training arms. It will consist of movements for the biceps, aka the front of the arms, and triceps, aka the back of the arms. My first exercise is the bicep curl, which allows heavier loading compared to any other bicep movement. I will complete 3 sets of 10 repetitions, resting for 30 to 45 seconds between each set. YGD on the beat. This next exercise is barbell skull crushers. This exercise adds size to the triceps or back of the arms. Despite its name, skull crusher, do your best to allow the barbell to go behind your head. This gives you a greater range of motion, therefore adding size to a bigger portion of the tricep. I'll be completing 3 sets, 10 repetitions, with 30 to 45 seconds of rest. Next, we have dumbbell hammer and concentration curls. Hammer curls target the long or outer head of the bicep by holding the weight in place. Concentration curls target the short or inner head of the bicep by twisting the weight. I decided to do both by twisting and holding the weight in place simultaneously. I'll complete 3 sets, 12 repetitions with a rest period of 30 to 45 seconds. Tricep kickbacks. This movement puts emphasis on the lateral or outer head of the tricep. Good for isolating the arms and making sure there are no muscle imbalances. Same goes for doing the hammer and concentration curls at the barbell curls. I'll complete 3 sets of 10 repetitions with 30 to 45 seconds of rest. Reverse cable curls. This exercise targets the front of the forearms. I'll complete 3 sets of 14 repetitions. I chose 14 repetitions because I learned that increasing the weight would be too much on my joints. So instead, I chose to increase the repetitions, resting for 30 to 45 seconds. Grip strength is key for maximizing the amount of weight you can hold during your heavy lifts. Forearm holds are a great exercise for increasing grip strength. I'll complete 3 sets of 1-minute holds with as heavy of a weight as possible. We will finish arm day with lower ab crunches. As you can see, I am removing the weight. Complete all your ab exercises with little to no weight. Lance, don't we need weights to get the core bigger and stronger? No, sir. Adding weight increases the size of a muscle. So in order to prevent my waist from looking blocky like Minecraft and Roblox, we will complete a lot of repetitions to tone and define the abdominal muscles rather than increase the size of the abdominal muscles. Now, when it comes to strength, your core is already becoming stronger by acting as a stabilizer for your heavy lifts, such as the deadlift, squat, and overhead press. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Since my arm day was very short, I decided to go ahead and do my mobility work, which takes some time. Doing it on any other day will have me in the gym for too long. But anyways, the purpose of mobility work is to keep your joints healthy. Mobility work allows you to stretch and strengthen the body simultaneously, unlike regular stretching that just increases flexibility. This allows your body to be capable of moving in unnatural ranges of motion while also being durable enough to prevent injury. The first mobility exercise is shoulder rotations with the band. Next, I'll use a foam roller to relieve tightness in all parts of my legs and lower back. Then I will complete this hip opening exercise that allows me to squat below parallel. First, you place your legs 90 degrees on the left and the right. holding the stretch for 15 to 20 seconds. Then you pause in the middle and raise the front leg 10 times to release tension on the outside of the legs, doing the same for the other side. This movement is very odd, but it puts your body through motions that are not activated during your workout and daily living, preventing injury from lack of use in those complex muscle groups. Then I finish off with a basic stretch for the front of the leg, back of the leg, front of the hips, outer hips, overall lower body, hang to stretch the back, and chest stretch. The first weighted movement is called face pulls. It is important to do this as a warm-up before every upper body day because it helps to externally rotate your shoulders and pull them back in the proper position for better posture during day-to-day life and for your movements such as the bench press and the deadlift. I complete just enough with light weight to get blood flow in the area. Next, I will complete dynamic stretches to loosen the muscles of the lower body. Then I finish with the stair climber to bring blood flow to the joints. This causes me to be completely warm and loose for my workout. I do 5 minutes at a moderate pace. Let's get it. First exercise is the deadlift. This is nearly a full body movement, which takes a lot of energy. This is why I've placed it at the beginning of my workout. It activates the entire back, traps, which is the top of the shoulders, hamstrings, and glutes. I'll complete 3 sets of 1 repetition and rest for 3 minutes. I am testing my strength, which is a different method of training. When training for size, you typically do a rep range of 8 to 12 repetitions, resting for 30 seconds to 2 minutes. When training for strength, you do a rep range of 1 to 5 repetitions, resting for 3 to 5 minutes in between sets. Next exercise is the flat bench press. This targets the chest and front of the shoulders, with emphasis on the middle of the chest. I'll complete 3 sets of 10 repetitions, resting for 1 minute in between sets. I've been struggling to master pull-ups, but it's still my favorite exercise. Here, I'll do 3 sets of 10 repetitions, resting 1 minute in between sets. Pull-ups target the muscle called the latissimus. It's on the right and left sides of your back. Doing pull-ups increases the width of your back, giving you that winged or turtle shell look from the front. Incline dumbbell press targets the upper chest. I'll complete 3 sets of 12 repetitions, resting for 1 minute in between sets. T-bar rows are a great movement for bringing thickness in the middle of the back. I'll complete 3 sets of 10 repetitions, resting for 1 minute in between sets. Dips is a bodyweight movement great for targeting the lower chest. I'll complete 3 sets of 10 repetitions, resting for 1 minute in between each set. Dumbbell rows isolate the right and left side of the back. I do this to maintain balance on both sides of the back. I'll complete 3 sets, 10 repetitions, resting for 1 minute in between each set. Front lat pull downs isolate the right and left wings of my back. I do this movement to make sure my lats are equal in size and strength on both sides. I'll complete 3 sets of 12 reps with a 1 minute rest period.
Shade, what the fuck?
Now I'm about to do 30 minutes of cardio using a weight vest. It currently contains 6 pounds and can max out at 120. This footage had another purpose, but now I'll use it just to show y'all what the weight vest looks like. The running level on the treadmill is 4.3, enough to get a sweat going. Day 3 is here. It is legs and shoulders today. So far, we have already trained the chest and back and directly hit the arms. After this leg and shoulder workout, I will have officially hit all parts of the body. Let's get into it. But before we begin, let's change shoes. I will change my shoes into what are called weightlifting shoes. Weightlifting shoes add an incline to your squat, and due to the raising of the heel prevents my ankle from having to perform more flexion the deeper I squat. It also provides better stability with heavier loads. I'll complete squats today for 3 sets of 1 repetition, resting for 3 minutes in between each set since I'm testing strength. The overhead press is a movement for the front and side of the shoulders. It also strengthens your core, since your core has to stabilize itself when lifting the barbell. I'll complete 3 sets of 10 repetitions, resting for 1 minute in between each set. Leg curls target the hamstrings or back of the leg. This specific hamstring exercise works on the knee flexion component of the legs, and you'll see why that is important for the next hamstring exercise. I'll complete 3 sets of 12 repetitions, resting for 1 minute in between each set. The Arnold press is a movement that targets the front and middle portion of the shoulders. I do this movement to have balance on both sides of the shoulders and also for the further range of motion. Unlike regular shoulder presses, I can go deeper with this movement. I'll complete 3 sets of 10 repetitions, resting for 1 minute in between sets. Machine rear delt flies target the back of the shoulders. I'll complete 3 sets of 14 repetitions, resting for 1 minute. Romanian deadlifts are the second and last hamstring movement I wanted to bring attention to earlier. The leg curl targets the knee flexion component of your hamstrings. This exercise, Romanian deadlifts, target the hip extension component of your hamstrings. It is also great for balance and stability. I'll complete 3 sets of 10 repetitions, resting for 30 seconds. Barbell shrugs target the traps or top of the back. This is good for getting those mountain tops. I'll complete 3 sets of 10 repetitions, resting for 1 minute. Now we are going to hit the inner and outer portion of the legs, aka the adductors and abductors. Don't get them confused. I'll complete 3 sets of 10 repetitions, resting for 1 minute in between sets. Single leg calf raises are good for balancing the size and strength of your calves. I'll complete 3 sets of 10 using the lightest weight possible. It's kind of annoying to do it on this machine because the lightest weight is still too heavy for me to hit 10 reps properly, which is why, side note, after editing this, I only do body weight standing calf raises now, 2 weeks later. Single seated calf raises is the next exercise. Lance, why are you doing another calf exercise? Isn't that being extra? Well, let's get technical. The seated calf raise targets the soleus muscle, aka the muscle underneath the upper calf, which is called the gastroc. The upper calf, aka the gastroc, is the main heart shape you see on the outside of the calf. Seated calf raises bring size to the lower portion of the calves. Without it, I will have a very large upper calf, and we want everything to be in proportion. This is bodybuilding, baby. I'll complete 3 sets of 10, resting for 30 seconds. Thanks for watching.